Hey guys, welcome back. This is week 3 of our Rocky Railroad online day camp. Don't worry if you're just joining us this week, you still have time to go back and watch all of our other videos. Do you have your ticket with you? Remember to look for this week's special shape and draw it in the correct date. At the end of the summer, you can turn this in for a special prize once it's completed. But if you need a ticket or any other activity supplies, contact the church and we will get that set up for you, so don't worry. This week, we're going to learn that Jesus' power helps us live forever. You're going to learn a story about a young man who God raised from the dead, and learn how to make a really cool train crossing snack. So let's go!
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Today in our Bible lesson, we're going to learn that Jesus' power helps us live forever. Trust Jesus. Now, there are a number of things that I enjoy in life, and one of those things that I enjoy in life is tasty snacks, like this piece of licorice. Doesn't that look awesome? I love licorice. Is it okay if I eat this while I talk to you guys today? I'm just going to eat it anyway, all right? So I like snacks. But something else I really like in life is water parks. I love water parks. In fact, I'm so excited to go to the water park. I'm going to put on my life jacket right now. You know, safety first and all that. So I love going to the water park. I love going on the slides. I love swimming. I like sitting in an inner tube and going down the lazy river. I like to go in the wave pool. I like to go on the big curly slides. I even like to go on the really steep and terrifying slides. Sometimes it'll take me all day to work up my courage to go on the water slide. And I finally do, and I love it. I just love everything about going to the water park. But here's the problem. The water park doesn't stay open all night. The water park eventually closes. They shut down the lights. They turn off the water. The lifeguards go home, the staff go home, the whole place eventually shuts down because it seems like all good things come to an end. Hey, where's my licorice? Oh, it's gone already? It was such a long piece. I hoped it would last for a long time, but I guess it got to an end too. Everything comes to an end at some point. Water parks shut down for the summer or for the season or even just for the day. Summer vacation ends, licorice gets eaten and disappears. Trains run out of coal and stop. Parties end. People graduate from school. Adults retire from work. Sorry, I'm not trying to be depressing here. I'm just trying to say that ending is a part of life. But today we are learning that Jesus' power helps us live forever. Trust Jesus. Our story today reminds us of this. We're going to meet a young man in the Bible that should have had something end, but it did not end. He reminds us that Jesus' power helps us live forever. Trust Jesus.
Paul continued to travel throughout the Roman world, teaching people about Jesus. His travels took him to a place called Troas.
Troas, great to see you. How are you doing? What an amazing city.
On the first day of the week, the Christians in Troas all met together with Paul at someone's house upstairs. Paul spoke to the group.
Do everything without complaining or arguing. Then you will be innocent and without anything wrong in you.
And he spoke.
People are made right with God by His grace, which is a free gift.
And he spoke.
Be humble and give more honor to others than to yourselves. Do not be interested only in your own life, but be interested in the lives of others.
Because he was planning to leave the next day, he kept on talking till midnight. A young man named Eutychus was sitting in the window.
I am sure that nothing can separate us from the love God has for us. Not death, not life, not angels.
As Paul continued talking, Eutychus was falling into a deep sleep. Finally, he went sound asleep and fell to the ground from the third floor. When they picked him up, he was dead. Things seemed really bad, but Paul knew that Jesus' power helps us live forever. Paul went down to Eutychus. He knelt down and put his arms around him.
Don't worry, he is alive now.
Then Paul went upstairs again, broke bread, and ate. He spoke to them a long time until it was early morning. Then he left. They took the young man home alive and were greatly comforted. This was a powerful reminder that Jesus' power helps us live forever.
Wow. In that story, that young man's life should have been over. But through Jesus, Paul raised him from the dead. Now, I have never seen anything like that happen in my life, but this story does remind me that Jesus' power helps us live forever. Trust Jesus. Now, at Rocky Railway Online Day Camp, we've been learning all about trains, and we know that every train ride has a beginning and it has an end. Passengers get on the train, the conductor shouts, "All aboard!" and off the train goes. The train makes stops along the way so passengers can go sightseeing or they can do fun things, but eventually the train reaches the end of its journey. A buffer stop, kind of like this big X, is placed at the end of the track to indicate the end of the line. This means the train journey has an end. With no more tracks, there's no way for the train to continue. Our life journey is a lot like that of a train. Every life has a beginning and every life has an end. At the beginning of our journey, we're born. All kinds of things happen in our lives. We grow, we make friends, we go to school, maybe we go to church, we play games and sports, we graduate from school, we work, we're part of families, maybe we have grandkids someday, and maybe we stop working. But eventually, we slow down a bit. And after all those wonderful moments, our lives come to an end. Every life journey ends. It can't continue. It can't move forward. A train without a track can't move forward. It would crash or it would derail. Our lives cannot go on forever without Jesus. Only Jesus can remove the barrier. Jesus removed that X, that end of the line, and replaced it with a cross. Jesus' power over death lets us live forever with him. Our Bible verse today says this: "The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you." Romans chapter 8, verse 11. Let's tell Jesus that we believe he died for us. Let's tell him that we want to live for him all throughout our lives to the very end. Let's thank Jesus that he died for us so that even when life is over, we can still live forever with Jesus. Let's pray. Jesus, we thank you for dying in our place. We thank you that even when our lives are over, it is not the end, that we can continue living with you. We thank you for this gift of living forever with you, and we ask that you'd help us to follow you with our whole hearts. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, boys and girls, it's time for our spiritual exercise. Let's do our verse together. Romans 8, chapter 11. The Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you. Let's do that again. The Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you. All right. Hoo. Hoo. Hoo.
To make the crossing snack, you need some vanilla wafers, some Smarties or other candy, and a little bit of icing to stick the candies on top of the wafers and to stick the two wafers together. If you want, you can put a piece of stick into one of the signposts to make it longer.
Hey, thanks for joining us this week. But the fun's not over yet. Every Wednesday at 10 a.m., we have a Zoom meeting, and you can meet other kids from the camp and some of our leaders. If you need access, please contact Hannah at firstbee.net, and she will get you set up. See you there!